Right, good afternoon or good evening, whenever you're looking at this, Chris. We're up on the scaffold at the moment. We finished that earlier today. Today is Thursday, I think. Yes, Thursday. Just here is the temporary repair we did where the water was getting in really badly. Just out of interest, our scaffold that we put up here is exactly 10 metres in length. So from here to the far end there is 10 metres, just to give you an idea of the scale. This is basically the extent of the damage here to that gully there. The gully is sound to there, and just here is where the collapse starts. There's our temporary repair beginning here, and you can see there's a big pool of water there, which means that that's collapsed. It's not coming in for whatever reason, but there's a timber collapse underneath there. So the lifting of all the timbers and replacements, at a guess, is going to be probably from there up to about here. So that's the structural repairs, extending that sort of distance, probably a little bit under 10 metres. Okay, this section here, from here to there, is largely sound. There's a little bit of sponginess just here, but it's only sponginess. Now, just out of interest, just cut my leg over here into the gully. You can see that we've stripped back up there. We've taken the tiles up here. This is for our waterproofing for tonight. We've got a little bit of sponginess just here. That's about 5 metres from the tower to this point here. And if I just put my foot on there, I don't really need to. You won't see it. It's just a tiny bit of give in it. Only the tiniest bit. I think you'd probably be able to jump up and down it. And this, the very far end here, again, I've taken some still photographs. Some idiot had put nails into the felt. This was felted, and he'd nailed it down, so it was always going to leak. So that's been leaking for a long time there. So we've got some superficial damage to the upper boards, but the cross joists here are absolutely sound. So fortunately we don't have to do structural repairs up this end, and therefore, you know, we're not looking at extending the budget. We haven't found anything to particularly alarm me thus far anyway. So but we can't leave that like that. So what we're going to do with this here is we're going to put plywood over the top of this and line it with the plywood, and then the GRP over the top of that. I've done some diagrams of how we're actually going to do it, but essentially plywood across the top of here, plywood coming up here to there, joined together with a what's called fillet or tilt, sorry, the correct name, which is triangular shaped timber. So that will go plywood up, and a tilt angle in this section here to hold that, and that will finish up here. And you can see that this is the underfelt that's there. Now that I would want that to come down and go over that after we've GRP'd it. So what we're going to be doing is taking some of these battens off here, peeling the felt up and putting new felt down to go over the top of that to finish that. On this side here, we've got the plywood will finish there like that. It won't come up. We've then got a special GRP section, which, for want of a better word, we'll call scotia. So that tilts and comes up the wall here, and that's nailed or screwed actually into the plywood deck. Ouch, that we're going to put there. And then that's all GRP'd up. So you've now got like a lesser U-shaped GRP in here. that's impervious. The felt will lap over it,